Hey, what is wrong with you, bro?
Oh my god! What you're doing? You
This is Caitlin Michelle Saragusa, but most people know her as her streamer name, Amouranth. She's known for doing streams where she's typically wearing a bikini, she's in an inflatable hot tub, and she does things that aren't risque enough to get banned off Twitch, but risque enough to not want to let your child watch her streams. She basically knows how to make the terms of service on Twitch work for her, not against her. I'm gonna just put it that way. But the reason why we're talking about her today is because there was a recent incident that happened on her live stream. Her and her husband, Nick Lee, were arguing on stream for what's been reported as 17 hours. Could you imagine arguing with anyone for 17 hours, let alone on live stream, let alone it be your partner in life? After about 10 minutes, I'd probably already be mentally checked out. When I was looking into this whole situation, I was seeing so many comments and even commentary videos saying how she's the problem, she clearly needs help, it doesn't look like she's in an abusive relationship, just stupid comments like that. And I'm just like, there's no way that there's a population that large of people on this earth who lack the skill of critical thinking. There's just no way. Because let's take it back to 2 years ago. Amouranth was live streaming. Her husband and her were having a discussion, a very heated discussion, and she continued to live stream the situation. And this is where it first became revealed to the internet that she just might be in an abusive relationship.
I think you heard. But then I'm gonna say what I thought I said. But you cannot interrupt mine because I'm not gonna interrupt you.
What are you saying? Why did you say you were gonna kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs and leave.
This whole argument is so stupid, but he's essentially yelling at her and threatening her and threatening to spend all of her money because of the fact that she doesn't think that he said what he thinks he said. I can't make this stuff up. He's literally upset because she didn't hear what he's alleging he said. And that was enough for him to crash out the way that he's crashing out in this clip. Apparently he threatened to kill her dogs, spend all of her money.
Why are you pausing? You didn't ask a question. You said a statement. Did you say that?
No.
No?
I tried to tell you
Are
what I
you saying you
heard.
did not say that? Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say? No, I did. I said it on purpose. I said it to show you how easily distracted you are. Your workout condition. You're lying. You're literally lying to me. I said this. Stop. I said, you're going to tell me what you said. And if you lie or interrupt my part, I'm killing dogs. That's exactly what I said.
Why do you have to say you're gonna kill my dog? What does that help anything?
Because, stop. Zoom out. Because you weren't understanding my point.
What? What are you even talking about? You brought up the dogs out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So
Prove a point.
what point is there improving?
See? You're proving my point right now.
What? I'm asking you to... I don't even understand what you're saying to me.
I know. That's my point.
On top of that, she actually ended up revealing text messages between the two of them. He was spamming her phone, demanding her to respond back to him. And if she didn't respond within the time frame in which he would have wanted her to respond, he was threatening to drain her accounts.
Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. About to shut down your bank account too. Lag is terrible. Stream is garbage. About to delete Twitter in 30 seconds. If you don't call me, my phone's literally off, right? I'm just like, it literally died. Gonna donate $250,000 to Polo Missy. It's like a bird sanctuary he likes. In the next 2 minutes, 250K gone.
And this is where it became revealed that she allegedly only does the hot tub streams because he forces her to. He wanted her to be able to sell the illusion to all of the incels all of the parasocial men who engage and fund her content. He wanted for her to be able to milk every dollar out of them. And he felt as though if they knew that she was actually married, that would impact the business. During that stream, it gets revealed that he's actually the reason why this information has not been made public at that point in time. Because mind you, before all of this, no one knew that she had a husband. All of these men who were giving her donations and gifting subs in her Twitch streams, they were under the impression that if they do this enough, they could potentially get a shot with her and marry her and live happily ever after, which is insane, by the way. So fast forwarding to today, the IIC takes this moment from 2 years ago as a reason to discredit her abuse. And in case people aren't aware, if she is in an abusive relationship and she's still with him, again, it could be the whole statistic of, the amount of attempts it takes before a woman can successfully leave an abusive relationship, but it could also be a case of Stockholm syndrome. And if you don't know what Stockholm syndrome is a psychological response to being held captive or experiencing abuse, where hostages or victims develop positive feelings and a bond with their captors or abusers. This seemingly paradoxical situation can occur as a coping mechanism to survive a traumatic experience. While often associated with kidnappings, it can also manifest in other abusive situations, such as domestic violence or other forms of long-term abuse. There's just so many variables that I feel like people should try to consider before they just resort to discrediting her and her experience and just concluding that she's not in an abusive relationship because she's still there, she's still with him. And when it comes to the whole Stockholm syndrome theory of mine, if that is the case, the recent home invasion situation that she experienced wouldn't help that possibility any further. They actually experienced a home invasion that made the news and everything. It ended up being her husband who, in a sense, kind of saved her life.
Now a scary home invasion as 3 masked intruders with guns grab a popular influencer by the hair demanding money. Her husband had his own gun, leading to a shootout. Stephen Fabian spoke with the couple about their night of terror.
It's a night of sheer terror as a woman is brutally assaulted by 3 masked home invaders. She's internet personality Caitlin Saragusa, known to her millions of fans as Amouranth. Surveillance video shows them bursting into her bedroom and demanding access to millions of dollars in cryptocurrency. People came into your home, they pistol whipped you multiple times. This had to be terrifying.
It was scary. I actually thought I was going to die.
Caitlin kept her cool, pretending to log into her cryptocurrency account to give the robbers access, but actually she was posting a cry for help on social media. I'm being robbed at gunpoint. This is not a prank. Help. Stop playing. A robber pulls her hair as she leads them through the house, stalling for time. It's in here. She brings them across a courtyard to another building in their compound where there is a surprise waiting for them. Caitlin's husband, Nick, is watching the drama unfold on security cameras. He was armed and ready at the top of the staircase.
When I was like this against the wall and the 3 bullets went past my head, my ears were ringing.
I knew instantly he at least was hit once because he kind of fell back and his friends grabbed him.
At the sound of gunfire, they run for their lives, leaving a trail of blood. SWAT teams arrived, and Caitlin, her head bandaged from that pistol whipping, can be seen leaving with paramedics.
For the person who abuses you to also be the person who saves you, I can't even fathom how brain mushing that is. So that was just a quick look at the home invasion that she recently experienced. Now, in terms of the situation that happened recently, where Amouranth and her husband were arguing on stream for 17 plus hours, there's been a lot of disheartening opinions about that entire situation. But first, let me show you a couple of clips from that stream.
They have to swap.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Can you imagine that?
All your dad would just tip $1.
Just kill me, please. It would be so much easier.
Random just tip $1.
I can't deal with this
Man,
anymore.
shut you are fuck up. I'm secretly dating a community member while blood runs
I can't deal with it. You won't leave. You won't shut up. What did I do? The cops won't help me.
I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well, then leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just going to be super defiant, is that right?
Talk about problems, hey? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Leave. You can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera view to me.
Bro? What is wrong with you?
Even though he will think he can do it because you're offering a lot of money, it doesn't mean that he's going to be able to do it at the meticulousness that we're accustomed to. What's up? What are you doing?
Calling the police.
Why?
Because you're doxing at this point, see?
What?
You have reached the Houston
What
Emergency
the
Center
fuck?
911. All call takers are busy at this time. Your call will be answered by the next available call taker.
All right, here we go.
Houston 911, you need medical?
We only just saw a couple of clips from an entire 17-hour stream in which they were arguing with each other. And despite this, what some people on the internet are taking away from this is, well, why would she stream a personal argument between her and her husband? Like, let's look at this right here, okay? This is something that she said on stream. I think it was after the whole incident happened. And she literally said, this is what he does. He'll drive me insane till I agree to divorce. Then he never follows through and doesn't leave. But no one can remove him because he doesn't physically hit me. But I can't go anywhere because I feel responsible for taking care of my animals and don't trust him in this state not to do anything to them. And he will dismiss pet sitters too. I'm literally trapped unless I abandon my animals, and I would actually rather die than do that. And let's not forget that in the clip that we watched from 2 years ago, she literally expressed that she had collected evidence against him and he took her phones, he tried to ruin her PC, basically got rid of all of her evidence that she was building up against him. And it's like, if she has tried to gain evidence to report him to the cops, if she's literally said that she has called cops before, they don't help. That sounds pretty accurate to me because very often, and it's so unfortunate, but very often when it comes to victims of abuse, unless the cops witness it for themselves or see physical harm on you, like bruises or cuts or anything, they literally will not do anything. So the fact that he doesn't hit her, like the abuse that she experiences isn't physical, it's mental, it's emotional, and you can't see that on the outside. She literally tried so many things to get out of the situation, and yet people on the internet are saying, why would she stream such a personal argument with her husband? Has it ever occurred to you that maybe, just maybe, live streaming the argument might be her last option? It might be the last option into getting out of the marriage because it's live streamed for the world to see. No one can refute what's happening on a live stream. That's her evidence. It's unfortunate that she has to let people into her business, but if that's the cost to have freedom and finally be able to divorce this man and have proof and evidence, then that's just what it is. And if anything, it's smart of her. I just think it's really disheartening that people on the internet aren't able to look at the situation from a different perspective. Like, why, instead of focusing on the fact that you just witnessed a very unhealthy and concerning argument between two people, your initial question is, well, why did she stream it to begin with? Certainly there's a reason. And don't get me wrong, none of us are there with them. None of us are there with them when the camera is off. We don't truly know what goes on between the two of them. It is possible that they may both be abusive to each other. But at the end of the day, if she's expressed that she's tried to divorce him and he has this narcissistic thing he does where he'll agree to it initially, but then never actually go through the process, it's like feeding her this constant false hope that she'll finally get her freedom, but then he rips it away from her. So she's trapped. And then like we just saw in the statement that we just read, she doesn't even feel like she can leave her home because of the countless threats that he makes to her animals. From what I understand when it comes to Amouranth, something that I do know that she would always talk about on her hot tub streams and whatnot is that a portion of the money goes to a charity for horses and animals and stuff because she really loves animals. So imagine someone like that receiving threats against her animals. She's not leaving the house. So she quite literally feels trapped. That is an abusive relationship. He's literally controlling her. She has no escape. If she escapes, she will have to be in fear the entire time that her animals are being harmed. She can't trust him to take care of her animals because of all the threats that he's made. And when she tries to get pet sitters, he literally does not allow her to do that. So to me, it's like I just don't understand why I've seen so many forums, so many comments, even commentary videos of people saying like, why would she stream their argument? She stayed with him, so what did she expect? Like, are we serious right now? Like, bro, I feel like I'm losing faith in humanity. I really feel like I'm losing faith in humanity because it's like, why does most of the world not look at situations from like a human perspective? Like, are we forgetting how to be human? Do we not have sympathy and empathy for people anymore? I just don't get it. It's just so baffling to me. But I'm just gonna blame the lack of common sense and empathy on the parasocialism of her Patreons. Now, I do have a theory, and it's nothing but a theory. It comes from this one clip that I saw. I think that there might have been an attempt to get Amouranth under a conservatorship. And if you don't know what a conservatorship, it's essentially what happened to Britney Spears, what's currently happening to Wendy Williams. So a conservatorship is essentially a court-ordered legal arrangement where a conservator is appointed to manage the financial and or personal affairs of an individual who is unable to do so themselves due to age, disability, or incapacity. This can include minors or adults who are mentally or physically unable to manage their own affairs. In some cases, the conservator may also act as a guardian, overseeing the individual's daily care and living arrangements. The reason why I have this theory is because of the clip we're about to watch. In this clip, some woman appears and is calling out for Amouranth and asking her if she's okay and did she take her medication. Amouranth's response is like, why are you asking me if I took my medication? What the hell are you asking me?
Hello? I haven't gotten any calls. What are you talking about? Why would you ask if I'm taking?
When I saw this clip, it literally sent chills down my spine because what was the plan? That whole moment just looks so planned, and I think that's what makes it feel so scary because she's suddenly being asked about medication. Did you take your medication? And it's almost like she's being distracted while whoever is behind her is slowly trying to creep up on her, and then out of nowhere, her internet gets cut. The stream ends. To me, based on how I've heard about conservatorships happening and what I know about them, to me that seems like an attempt to have like some type of evidence of some sort, or just portray that she's crazy or that she needs medication or she's mentally unstable to the point of needing medication, and trying to catch her admitting to not taking her medication, because things like that is what helps a conservatorship case and helps someone to become a conservator over someone. If you can prove that they're unstable and they can't take care of themselves and they cannot handle their finances, which remember, her husband is all about the finances, okay? The reason why their recent argument happened, the 17-hour argument, is because he was literally crying about the fact that they once upon a time used to bring in $2 million a month. And as of recent, they've only been bringing in 1.2 million. First of all, he's not even the one putting in the work to make the money. He's essentially pimping out his wife. Number two, boy, oh boy, do I wish I had his problems. I wish I had his problems. You're literally getting upset over the fact that last month you made 2 million and this month you've only made 1.2 million. Oh my life would be so easy if I had this man's issues. Oh my gosh. But anyways, that's it for me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below what you think about the situation. Do you think that her live streaming their recent argument was a desperate attempt to finally being free from this man? Do you agree with me that they might be trying to force a conservatorship on her? Or do you have a complete different take? Either way, you guys know I love hearing your opinion, so don't forget to join the discussion. But I gotta go now, so I'm gonna call you back later. Deuces.